Is physical media worth owning today? I think it is, so I'm going to make a case for it while displaying some recent purchases that I added to my Blu-ray collection, and also talk about some of the different ways to experience media that I feel like we've kind of lost touch of some of the magic. And one of my favorite ways to watch a lot of these high-definition Blu-rays is on a movie projector. It's not a very expensive one, but for the picture you get, it's really quite impressive. And I've had a few cheaper projectors in the past, and they lasted me a few years until it eventually got a little burn in the bulb. So we'll see how long this one lasts, but I actually used a coupon on this on Amazon, and I got it for under $50 personally. So check it out. You might be able to find a good deal on it, but you could actually find pretty good pictures on these projectors that are under $100. And the benefit about that is I have a 120-inch screen. So to kind of recapture and recreate that movie theater experience at home is also very special and very intentional with the type of Blu-rays or movies that you're going to be watching. Also, most of the time, the quality that you'll get on these physical Blu-ray discs are going to be better than streaming quality. And some of this will vary on your internet speeds and the servers that the host is storing the movies on and such. And I'm gonna eat my own words in a few minutes when I talk about one of my recent Blu-ray collections I purchased, because it actually upgraded on the digital copy to the Ultra HD. So streaming might be better if you have the internet speeds and you have the Ultra HD version. But as far as 1080 high definition full HD, it looks phenomenal at home. Streamed HD can look a little iffy at times, but I can't, like when you recreate let's say Interstellar, when you're playing it on a PS4 or a Blu-ray player, it just looks beautiful. The dynamic range is more than enough, the sharpness is more than enough, the detail and all that. I mean, sure, 4K is very detailed, but I think because of the codecs and such, sometimes when streaming, it really downplays the true quality of full HD. So this video might prove a point too, is like these projectors that I'll be showing are only going to project 1080, but I'll also show it on my 4K television, and we'll be testing out the Ultra HD streaming with the new Rambo collection series that I bought for under $20, I think. So again, maybe now is the best time to start adding to your favorite physical media collection. Movie night number one. Have the old man here with me, ready to watch the first original First Blood of Rambo.
You're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare, with guns, with knives, with his bare hands. In Vietnam, his job was to kill, period. Rambo was the best.
When's the last time you watched it?
That's been a while, but one of my favorites.
One of your favorites. What do you remember of it?
Well, this is what...
How old were you when you first remember watching
If
it?
it came out in the early 80s, I was probably just... when did it come out?
82.
So I was probably only 17 years old.
17. Wow. A high schooler.
Yeah.
Junior or senior, maybe?
Yeah. But it's one of the best movies Sylvester Stallone has done. My
For sure.
opinion.
I think so. And we're going to watch
it many times.
Bought the whole collection on Blu-ray, but they upgraded us to Ultra HD on Vudu. So we're going to watch that on my Sony Bravia TV and get our first impressions of an older movie. I think we'll watch the first movie, Ultra HD. We'll watch the second and third on the projector, 120-inch screen. And then I think we'll watch the fourth one back on this, because that's when that's like when they remade, not really remade, but they came out with like a new one after so many years, when he went back to Vietnam. Anyway, let's watch.
This is what jump-started Sylvester Stallone's career between Rocky.
I'd say Rocky did, and then this was...
Rocky, and then this.
This is what kept him in the big leagues.
Yes.
I watch a video game YouTuber, and he always does these kind of unboxings, or he goes to the GameStop a lot and gets used games and does an unboxing of the video game. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if Blu-rays did something similar, where you got kind of something special packed in with the disc? And they somewhat used to with Ultraviolet. Like, Blu-ray had these special features that if you were connected to the web, you could have like behind the scene extras that they couldn't always fit on a second disc. Or you can interact with people watching it sometimes, I think. I didn't really get into that stuff. I kind of lived in the boonies and didn't access all the live features. And that was mostly paired, I think, with a company called Flickster, which went out of business or got bought out. So a lot of the old Blu-rays, they'll have codes maybe in them, like some of my old ones did, but they just won't work anymore, and you can't redeem the digital copy. So it's important when you buy movies, if they're relatively new, to just immediately get your digital copy uploaded to your server. Now that's the question: where do you want to store your digital copies? What are your options? I think I eventually started, with Voodoo, which was paired with Walmart at the time. So a lot of the movies I used to buy came from Walmart. The other one people use a lot now is Movies Anywhere. And I have both accounts, and I'll get into that later. But I think you could also store it through Google Play, which might be a cool option too, because I think then you can access most of your movies through YouTube then, since it's all kind of connected through Google. So that's another option. But I mentioned earlier in the video about streaming quality. Sometimes where it's hosted at makes a difference. People were saying that Movies Anywhere has the best streaming quality, and I think they might for most movies. However, I don't want to shite on Voodoo by any means, and I think they're kind of partnered with Fandango, because one of the collections I decided to add to my Blu-rays was the 5-film collection of Rambo. One of my favorite series, one of my dad's favorite series. I have a lot of nostalgia and sentimental value watching this with him. But yeah, start adding to your Blu-ray collections. Check out the projector, get yourself one if you don't have one at home. I think it's such a fun experience. It's better than just watching TV. Even when I have a 4K TV, and it's a nice one. It's a nice one. I do love watching things on it. But it's just not the same experience as something being projected on something huge. So, subscribe. Buy the merch. Links below. I'm Nick. I'm off for now.